If it's a red lit art building with a date on the side, it can only be one place. Yes, we're at Fortnum & Mason and we're here for Christmas 2024, but we're not looking at the decorations they're selling inside, we're having a look to see what they've put in the windows and around the outside of the building. Then we'll pop inside, and when we're inside, we're going to show you what they've got going up and down the stairwell this year. If you remember last year, it was Christmas puddings. So Fortnum & Mason this year have gone early with their Christmas windows. Now, interestingly enough, when I was up here at the end of October, I saw that they had the windows closed in ready for decorating them, getting it all ready so you could actually see what they're going to have in their windows this Christmas. So I thought I'll pop down on the opening of the Christmas lights down Regent Street and Oxford Street just to see what they have. And you can't imagine my surprise when I got here to find that the decorations are all in the windows. So we're starting off with this one, which is, well, birds in a tree, okay? But don't worry, because actually the windows get better and better, and there is a theme as they go on, which funnily enough isn't in this first window on the front. So they have a theme, normally year by year, which runs through each of the windows on the front of their store. As I said, this one you've got biscuits and you've got lots of birds. I suppose you could say the bird theme goes throughout. Yes, you'll be able to see those, but just keep watching because cuteness is on its way. Tell you what, let's go into this one. So, no, it's not reindeers in scarves, although they're obviously getting the reindeer ready, but it's down in the middle and the bottom of the screen here. Don't worry, we'll whiz into that in just 1 second. And it's these little creatures that you want to keep watching as you go through the different windows. We've got mice. So whilst in this window you've got the reindeer getting ready to go off and you've got baubles and birds, here you've got the two mice with an address book to help the reindeer deliver his presents. So whilst you've got 6 fantastic window fronts at the front of Fortnum & Mason, it's not just about that, because above each of the doors you've got these fantastic garlands. And by the way, did you notice that lamp with the arm sticking out? Yeah, just in case you hadn't noticed it before, just whiz back and have a quick look. Anyway, right, here we go. Window number 3, and the mice are in action here, but with squirrels. Feels almost autumnal. Well, apart from the mistletoe, I suppose. Now here's something you won't be able to unsee. When I first saw this window, I thought it was 2 squirrels about to fight the heck out of each other. Then I saw the mistletoe and I thought, maybe it's not. Obviously, one's lost the nuts. Then if you look at it from that angle, the mouse is obviously trying to make it up with mistletoe. Yes, trying to hide the fact that they're having a big punch up, those 2 squirrels over the present and the nuts. And then you've got those 3 mice there, because there's one with the hands over the eyes. Did you notice that one? Watching on. Watching a fight about to kick off. No, let's stick with the original Christmas theme. It's much better. Anyway, right. Here, how about this? This is the top of the Fortnum & Mason roof. And the great news here is there is absolutely no chance of a misinterpretation. Yes, lots of dancing and musical owls. Now, as this is the first shop that we've seen with their Christmas decorations in the window, it'll be interesting to see how they stand out, especially as Harrods this year will be able to do it, because last year Harrods had scaffolding out the front, so they didn't do anything for their Christmas shop windows. But now they've got the new lighting. It'll be amazing to see what they're going to do down there. But something that they do fantastically here every year at Fortnum & Mason is the animation. So in this scene, you've got a couple of hares leaping, but you've also got a couple of mice. If you spotted them, yeah, down here, right at the bottom. So you've got this one on a Fortnum & Mason box, wrapping it all up with the ribbon and also with the scissors. And then you've got this one being pulled along on the ribbon by the hare in front. And I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to put in the comments down below, how do you know they're not rabbits and that they're hares? Right, so now we pass from this scene to the next one, but we're going to go past the main doors of Fortnum & Mason. And if you think that garland earlier was pretty spectacular, how about this one? Yeah, this could be your Instagram photo of the year if you're coming up to London. Yeah, and more hands sticking out, holding up lights. Right, into the next one, and we've got a couple more mice in here with this rather large crocodile, or alligator. So in this one, we've got the mice doing the fingernails. Look. Painting the crocodile's toenails, and then you have the other mouse rounding round and round, obviously propping the mouth open. Not quite sure what he's doing in there. Oh yes, I can see now. I think it's something dental. I think he's taken something off the crocodile's teeth, because if you look at the bottom of the swivel, you can see another one there as well. So we've got a mouse beautician and a mouse dentist as well. Now, I really hope you're enjoying this because we're going from reptiles with crowns and we're going to foxes and more scenes with little mice. But if you're loving seeing these windows here from Fortnum & Mason and also Christmas decorations, I can tell you they're out in London. And well, over the next month, this channel will be blasting you with all of the Christmas decks from London. So if you haven't subscribed, now is a great time to do so. Some of the other windows we'll be bringing you will definitely be Selfridges, but also Harvey Nicks, which seem to have got a link with Tim Burton, so that'll be interesting to see what they do. And just look at these mice here. They're painting the golden pine cones. So whilst I'm going to show you all of the windows here at Fortnum & Mason, this is probably the last one with this sort of the animation in it and also with the mice. But we're going to show you all the windows, and don't forget we're going to pop inside as well and see what they're doing on their stairwell this year. This one is the most playful one for me. This is fantastic. So you've got the mice around here, and just look at this one with his glass of bubbly. But also you've got this pelican who's catching the corks from the champagne being fizzed open by these two mice they're here. I wonder if that's a nod to St James's Park around the back of Fortnum & Mason, where you can go and see live pelicans. Who knows? And then here we go. How about this one? This, in this almost like this ice bath, and look who's right in the middle. It's another mouse with another glass of champagne. Yeah, tipsy one. Now here's a recommendation for you. If you're thinking of coming up to London and catching the Christmas lights, then do so, and do so early, because it'll start getting packed. In fact, I can't believe how close I got to the windows. And can you see anyone walking in front? No, me neither, which doesn't normally happen. So the earlier you get up here, the less crowded it'll be, the more you can get some great sights. Right, Christmas windows that I've seen so far, which I'm not going to cover, which include Liberty, seem to have a lot of film orientation in their windows. This one, Paddington, although there's no Paddington Bear, you've got some bits and pieces here, and just look at this. Fortnum & Mason have put their own hamper, because of course they're famed for their hampers, and put some Paddington stickers on it. Love it. Nice try. And also love the Paddington hat as well. I have seen in some other places Wicked and some other bits and pieces as well, some of which we won't cover because actually I can't see where there's a connection with Christmas at all, so we won't cover those ones. But then on the side windows, so this is as you go down the side street here of Fortnum & Mason, they've got their hampers and they've got a lot of their goodies. So if this is making you starting to feel hungry, reach for that biscuit tin now. But there you go, and they've Christmased it out by putting in some large baubles. So also down the side street here, you have an amazing entrance into Fortnum & Mason. Actually, it's my favourite entrance in, but just look at the garland here and that massive bow on the side. So if you really fancy having a selfie outside Fortnum & Mason, this is probably the one to come to, because just look at that tree as well. So you've got the tree, you've got the garland, and that rather large, beautiful bow on the outside. Plus you can also catch the doorman as well, get him in your photo. Then it really shows you're posh and been there. And then as you continue down the side street, you've got more of the great things that you can get at Fortnum & Mason, if you fancy getting them. And that's not just drink and food, it's some of their other sort of things, like their smellies and various other bits and pieces that you can get here as well. Or alternatively, you can do what I do, which is come in, have a look and go, that's nice. But especially when you've seen the price. Here, how about this? This is very festive. Loving the advent calendars, which we featured in our previous video when we came and had a look at the decorations they had on offer. And I'll tell you what, I'll put a link to that at the end of the video. So once you've seen the video, if you want to click on that, you can see the decorations they had at Fortnum & Mason this year. And then as you look back down the side street, you've got the amazing building that is Fortnum & Mason. And of course, that entrance with the bow as well. Right, let's pop inside. Let's go and see what they've got going down the middle. Now last year, right down the middle of the stairwell, they had Christmas puddings. This year, they've gone for pine cones. Do you remember those mice painting the golden pine cones? Yes, I think they've been in here and done all of these ones already. So the great thing about this is you can come and see the pine cones doing their thing, come and stand, get a great position. I'm here on the first floor and I think that's probably the best one to get because you get a really good view. So come and have a go here. And also it's not as busy as standing on the ground floor, which is where you're looking at the people down below. Yeah, it's packed down there. So what happens is the pine cones go up and down, produce fantastic shapes, and it's just a marvel to stand there and watch. In this one, the golden cones get into place and then they start dancing. And just in case you think, is there music to it? There isn't. It's all completely silent. So no, I haven't kept it quiet for YouTube purposes. Then it goes into a sort of sheet display, so you catch the angle right on that and you can see all of the pine cones all lined up and coming down. And then they come down and spiral around. So the whole demonstration of all of these different moves, and that takes about 3 to 4 minutes, so if you miss it, don't worry, it'll be back again very shortly. So I really hope you enjoyed the Fortnum & Mason windows and also inside and their pine cones. Now, what I've done is I've put the video of their Christmas decorations available at Fortnum & Mason up in the top right hand corner. So if you click on that, I'll see you in there. But don't forget, much more Christmas stuff to come on this channel between now and the end of November. So if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that button. Thanks for watching.